Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. If you're having a good day, hit that like button down below. But yes, in this video, it is time for my hide and seek challenges guide. Full challenges guide for all 11 challenges featuring the location of the hidden eye in the loading screen, the fastest way to land at 5 different landmarks, where to find foraged items super fast, and more. This video features tips and tricks and secrets for all of the challenges to help you get them done as fast as possible. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more of these guides every single week when there's new challenges. I put them up right when the challenges go live. And on top of that, if you appreciate these guides and you want to help support me, you can do so by using code TheLlamaSir in the item shop. And also comment down below what tier you guys are at. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it with the first of the challenges. We're going to be going through these in the order of how you unlock them. You guys already know the drill. But yeah, the first of which here is fairly easy, but there's still a way to do it even faster, and that is how to land at Frenzy Farm, Slurpy Swamp, and Sweaty Sands. So for this challenge specifically, those locations are, first of all, you have got Frenzy Farms close to the center of the map, sort of more on the right side of the map, as you can see right there. Then you have got Sweaty Sands over to the left, up towards that, open water type area. And then you guys know Slurpy Swamp down towards the bottom left of the map. As you can see right there, it makes a bit of a triangle, and those locations aren't too far away from each other, so you can get them all in one match, as long as you first of all do Team Rumble. That is very important because you have the glider redeploy, which can help a lot. Or you can also just go to like Slurpy Swamp and grab one of the boats, as you can see right here, go all the way down the river towards Frenzy Farm and make it over there. And also guys, as a reminder, since this is Team Rumble and you have redeploy, and since this is also a land at challenge, all you have to do is build up a little bit and then use your redeploy, and you will land at another location and continue to work on this challenge. And then you'll be able to follow the river again and go directly to Sweaty Sands, which shouldn't take too much time. You should be able to get that done in one match of Team Rumble pretty easily. Then after that guys, you have got the challenge harvest 500 wood, 400 stone, and 300 metal, which is a pretty easy challenge. However, I have the fastest way I think to go about doing this. An amazing location to get materials like super fast. This is honestly one of my favorite spots to drop. It's a little bit of a secret, so I'm letting you guys in on that secret. But yeah, first of all, before we get into that, you for sure want to do Team Rumble. The reason for that is because it has an increased rate of harvesting materials, which obviously helps you get materials faster, helps you get this challenge done faster too. But yeah, the location I am talking about is to the west of Weeping Woods and a little bit to the north of Slurpy Swamp as well. This location is like the lumber yard or something along those lines, but as you can see, it has so many materials here. It's mainly amazing for getting wood because as you can see, there are pallets just everywhere around this location. So that in and of itself is super easy. You can just go around getting those pallets. Obviously I'm in creative though, so the harvesting rate is really increased. The challenge doesn't work in this mode, but on top of that, you have got metal everywhere as well. Like the floors are made of metal. There's a bunch of metal machinery everywhere that you can break down, and even these walls right here are made of metal, and they give you a decent amount. So getting 300 is super simple. Oh, and of course there's cars and stuff outside, making it very easy to get metal. And then finally for brick, all you have to do is go into Weeping Woods, and there's a bunch of rocks spread around there, so you just go from one to the next and you'll be able to get these materials very easily and then get this challenge fully finished. But let's keep it going here guys. You have also got eliminations at Frenzy Farm or Sweaty Sands. This is a pretty straightforward challenge. We've talked about these in the past, but as a reminder for what I recommend for these challenges, I for sure recommend going into solo for this one instead of Team Rumble. And the reason for that is because it's often hard to find, enemies at specific locations in Team Rumble, but if you drop into solo and just drop at whichever of these two locations is closest to you or closest to the battle bus, you're pretty often going to be able to find other players there. And since it's, solo, you don't have to worry about knocking them. You just eliminate them outright and you're working towards this challenge. It's very easy. Keeping it going here with the next challenge, you have search chests at Pleasant Park or Lazy Lake. Again, a fairly straightforward challenge. Nothing too tough with this one. However, I would recommend, out of the two locations, Pleasant Park is probably the better of the two. And the reason for that is because you're probably way more familiar with Pleasant Park than Lazy Lake. Now, you may be familiar with Lazy Lake, and if that is the case, feel free to go to whichever location you want to. But obviously, Pleasant Park, like, I know the chests there inside and out because we've had that location for like 2 years now. But with that, guys, obviously Team Rumble is great for this because, less players in the match means less people going for chests. I would also recommend going to the further one away because then less people are going to go there. But yeah, it's a pretty easy challenge overall. And then after that, guys, you have got consume foraged items. This one is pretty easy too, but it may be a little bit tough if you don't know where to find these specific items. So when they say consume foraged items, they're actually talking about, the things things that you pick up on the map. Things like mushrooms or slurp mushrooms, whatever they're called, stuff like that, right? So basically, guys, the main locations that I recommend for this that are amazing for getting this challenge done, I have two main locations to recommend. The first of which is to go to Weeping Woods. That location has tons of mushrooms all within the woods, so you can just run around finding them. Like, as you can see here, for example, this is what you're looking for, and they are everywhere in this location, so it makes it very easy to find them and get this challenge done. On top of that, guys, you can also go into Slurpy Swamp and instead find the like slurp mushrooms, whatever you want to call them. Those are a little bit tougher to find. I feel like they don't spawn as much as the regular mushrooms, but it's still an option for you in case you happen to be at that location. But then after that, guys, you have got deal damage to opponents with pickaxes, which is a fairly tough challenge, but it's honestly not that tough overall. And there's various ways to go about doing this, but the way that I would recommend going about doing it is to go into Team Rumble. The reason for that is because obviously you get a bunch of chances back to back to back. You get respawns, and you can probably get this done in one single Team Rumble match pretty easily. Also, guys, the reason that this is super helpful is because when you respawn, you can simply glide around and sneak up close to enemies very, very easily. And that's the way that I would recommend going about doing it. Simply, glide up to enemies when you're in that, circle everybody's battling, land right next to them, try and deal some pickaxe damage. And also is another trick that helps out a lot. When you're going to deal pickaxe damage, try to aim down like 45 degrees or somewhere around there. Unless they changed it, that actually helps you hit more of your pickaxe swings. And obviously that can, help you get this challenge done even easier. So yeah, but then after that, guys, keeping it going here again, you have then got hit 5 consecutive weak points while harvesting materials. Pretty easy overall, but there's one way to get this done, like the easiest of every way possible. And to do that, you simply want to head over to Dirty Docks. The reason that you want to head over here is because they have all of these shipping containers. These containers have a ton of health, making it very easy to hit 5 consecutive weak points. So yeah, simply land at that location, and as you can see here, walk up to the edge of the container, aim about where I'm aiming, and then you don't even have to move your crosshair most of the time, and you'll be able to hit the consecutive weak points without even really trying. Super easy and super simple. Keeping it going here, you have got hit headshots. You have got to get a total of 10 headshots, which is a little bit tough, but honestly, the best way to go about doing this one is to head into Team Rumble and, try and get headshots. If you aim enough for them, you're going to get them eventually. Even if you're not trying for this challenge, you'll get headshots. I mean, how many times do you play a Team Rumble match and end up getting a ton of headshots without even trying? Especially if you're using a shotgun or something like that, you oftentimes end up getting these without even, going for them. So with that being said, you can either not try and go for them, try and go for other challenges, and you'll maybe get this one done as well, or you can try to go for them and then just, aim for headshots. Eventually, you'll be able to get it done pretty easily. Then after that, guys, you have also got visit landmarks in a single match. Now, you have to visit 5 landmarks in a single match, but I actually have an amazing way to get this one done. You can actually do it like super easily. So yeah, landmarks are those unnamed locations that show up in the bottom left corner of your screen, or if you haven't visited a landmark yet, it will show up as a new location. Sometimes it just does that anyways for whatever reason, but there's 5 locations that I know about that are super close together. Those are over towards the snowy mountains. Simply head over to this tallest mountain, as you can see right here. Now, I unfortunately went a little bit lower than I meant to, but it doesn't really matter, especially in Team Rumble. You can just use redeploy. But yeah, you want to go up to the top of that mountain, and that will get you the first landmark, as you can see right there. Now, after that then, guys, this is where it gets even simpler, because you simply want to keep on gliding and first of all head over to this weather station. As you can see, you don't even have to land there to visit the location. That means that you can just turn around and keep on going then over here above this ice cream truck or snow cone truck, whatever it is, get that location, then head over to these like tents and stuff, get that location as well, and then finally land at the redacted location right below there. And that is 5 landmarks back to back to back in probably the fastest way possible. But yeah, guys, then after that, you also have eliminations in different matches, which is just to get 5 eliminations. And the one tip I have for you guys about this one is to just not even worry about it. I mean, if you're playing Fortnite normally, you're going to get different eliminations, and this one's also the second to last challenge, so I mean, you're going to get it done without even trying for it, more than likely. So yeah, but then guys, for the final challenge I want to talk about, you have search the hidden eye found in the hide and seek loading screen. So yeah, guys, you know the drill with this one. You have to have this challenge unlocked before you can go about getting it, and the hidden eye is in fact in the loading screen, which is this one right here. You unlock it from these challenges, and as you can see, it's a pretty interesting loading screen. The story is starting to get a little bit more intense, starting to make a little bit more sense, and I think we may talk about that in another video coming up here. But did you see the hidden eye in that loading screen? And case you didn't, it is right up here towards the top of the image itself. So yeah guys, but where is that on the map? Well, that is actually at the location Frenzy Farms. So if you drop into a game, simply head over to Frenzy Farm, and the specific location you want to go to is the red barn that you can see right over here. Once you go down there, you will notice that the barn is a little bit confusing on the inside. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different levels and things, but you basically want to go up the stairs to the right and then walk all the way down, go up the stairs again, and then do not go up the third set of stairs. You actually want to go past those to the end, and the eye should show up right here. Now obviously guys, I'm in playground, so it's not going to show up, but as long as you do something like solo, duos, squads, team rumble, stuff like that, regular modes, it should show up ready for you to grab, and then that'll be the final challenge that you need for today's challenges. But anyways guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more challenge guides each week. On top of that guys, you can check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, going over like mythic goldfish back bling type stuff, and then below that another guide I'm sure you will find helpful. But again guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.